Good evening, folks. Welcome to the business development meeting here with Family First Life Hidden Gems. I greatly appreciate you joining us because I realized that you could have been anywhere in the country or anywhere on the internet for that matter, but you chose to be here and watch this with me, and I thank you. I want to talk to you a little bit about something that's become near and dear to me, something that I'll never change, that'll always be kind of a focal point or a tent pole in my life, if you will. And that's Family First Life and how I got here. So 7.5 years ago, I moved to Florida with really no career plans, no job, no nothing. And when I first got here, I was literally looking for any and everything that I could use to kind of make ends meet because Hudson was on his way. And I knew once he got here, because I had been around several other situations, that there were things that he was going to need that I was going to need to provide for obvious reasons. So I started off doing merchant services when I got here, and then I got a job in my field. That company that I got a job with went out of business a month after I started working there. So I literally went to turn in my computer and went back to the hospital where Hudson had just been born. So now here I am without a job again. But when I had first gotten down here, I reached out to Mark because we'd always done these network marketing things together. And he told me about insurance at that point, but we didn't really connect immediately. He was supposed to connect me with his staff. Somehow the ball got dropped and we kind of lost touch, and I went back to doing my thing and went back to doing merchant services. So fast forward a year later, Mark and I reconnected, and I was actually trying to pull him into another MLM. And he literally stopped me in my tracks and said, look, man, I'm in the airport right now. I don't really have time, but I deposited 80 grand last month. So obviously some things had changed over that year. And that time we connected the dots because I knew that if Mark said 80 grand, that it was probably more like 90, 100. He just didn't have it in front of him. But knowing what I know about the Meade family, which is how I came to know Mark through one of his brothers, it was real. And if I could do a fourth of that, which I knew that I could, because no offense, Mark, but it's not 4 times smarter than I am. I knew it would provide a level of comfort for me and some things for Hudson that I wasn't really sure how I was going to give him, but I knew I wanted him to have an experience throughout life. So that time we were able to connect the dots. I got in class. A month later, I was literally drinking from a fire hydrant, listening to Matt Smith talk about a 2% arbitrage between how fast your money is growing in an IUL and what the money is costing you. Literally head on a swivel. But I knew one thing, that if there were that many people in the room that were doing this, that there was no way that I couldn't be successful at it. So I came to know pretty quickly through those conversations and those interactions there that Family First Life was more than just a name. So not only did I have Mark, but I also had these other relationships that I was establishing, which is kind of what set Family First Life today apart from Family First Life apart today from every other IMO in the industry. And that's the training and support that's offered here. So again, talking about the relationship that I have with Mark and the relationships that I started to establish at that first sales conference, it really brought to me full circle what this really was. And it's more than just a name. It really is a family. And that's one of the things that you can find comfort in as you transition, because it can be uncomfortable from W-2 to 1099, because it truly is a different world. But you have the support of all of these people that literally did it a week before, a month before, 10 years before, really guiding you through every step of the way, understanding what you're going through, what you're thinking, what you're feeling without you even saying it. So when you have that kind of support from people that genuinely care, because our only interest is your best interest. Your success is the company's success. And it just makes it easier for us to transition and position more people for success. So why wouldn't we help you? So just find peace and comfort in understanding that that's the atmosphere that you're walking into from a support standpoint. And then when you take that level of support and genuine care and couple it with the training that really is the best in the industry, and I say the best in the industry with the utmost confidence, because if you look at the numbers anywhere else and line them up next to the numbers at FFL, it's like apples and oranges, which leads me to believe that there's something going on here that isn't happening everywhere else, which means that when we sit down and talk about insurance and how we approach insurance and how we approach protecting families, that it's something completely different that's on another level than what they're teaching everywhere else. So it really is the best in the industry across the landscape. But when you marry the two together, you get something that's truly special that creates this synergy and this unique opportunity that you can't really walk off the street and just step into anywhere else. So that's number one that sets FFL apart from everything else. The second thing is the leads. The fact that we have the leads. A lot of people come to us like Tyrone Biggums, like, we're the leads. I heard you guys got leads. Yes, we have leads. We have an abundance of leads. We're not going to run out of leads because we've always prided ourselves on having leads. So we're not going to berate your family so that you can't go to holidays and nobody calls you for birthday celebrations. We're not going to have you sit down and rack your brain making a list of people. We're going to give you access to all the lead vendors and the lead sources that we have, and work with you to develop a custom lead program based on where you are so that we can best position you for success. Now, some of those different types of leads that we have come in different varieties. So we have direct mail, internet, we have Facebook, we now have YouTube, and of course, since we have Facebook, we have Instagram, and now TikTok. So there's several different ways that leads can be generated. And they come from mortgage inquiries. We also have regular insurance inquiries, be it term or final expense. Of course, we have final expense, and that's pretty much the different variety that they come in. And when I say we can really customize a plan for you, it's because they range. So we have essentially age leads, anywhere really from $1 on up. So regardless of what your budget is or where you're coming from, we can basically tailor a lead system to fit your needs based on whatever it is that you're looking to accomplish so that we can get you in a business and best position you for success. One of the other things that we talk about is comp. Now, a lot of people say comp doesn't matter. All they're going to talk to you about is comp. It's not all we're going to talk to you about, but in all honesty, if comp doesn't matter, then just tell them to give you more. So our comp goes up to 145%. And it starts at 100%. So regardless of where you are, you're always going to take home more than the company does, which only makes sense because you're doing a lion's share of the work. So why wouldn't you get a lion's share of the reward? So the comp is the highest, hands down, highest in the industry. And then when you couple the comp with the other things that come along with the way that we get paid, we have renewals, fully vested from day one. So you're not going to have to wait 5 years, 10 years for your renewals to kick in. You're going to get your 9-month advance, 10, 11, and 12 as earned. So as they make those premium payments, and then in month 13, you're going to start to get your renewals. You're going to get bonuses, both a personal bonus and a team bonus once you build an agency that qualifies for the bonus on a month-to-month basis. Personal bonus and a team bonus based on when you qualify on a month-to-month basis. So that's money on top of the already top comp that you got to go along with the renewals that we gave you from day one. And then you're also going to get an annual bonus on top of that based on your personal production. So we have the highest comp in the industry. We pay bonuses, real bonuses, not this pie in the sky bonus that'll never come to fruition, that you'll never see in fully vested renewals from day one. And then that comp, since they said that it doesn't matter, You start here at 100%, and you start somewhere else at an 80% because you have a builder's comp or what have you. And you write a policy that's $1,200 a month. They advance you 75%. That's going to pay you $900. So if you do the same thing at 80%, that comp that was, now if you do the same thing at 80%, that premium that was $100 a month that led to that $1,200 is now only going to pay you $960. So that $960 times 75% advance is going to pay you $720. So, and then it really just becomes, after you get the hang of it, wash, rinse, repeat, a matter of how many times you can do that. So you do that 5 times over the course of a week. That 720 gets you $3,600. That 900 gets you $4,500. So it may not seem like a lot now, but you multiply that by 48 weeks, because I'm going to give you 48 weeks off a year. That's going to give you $216,000 at 100% versus the $3,600 times that same 48 weeks is only going to net you $172,000. So when you're sitting down thinking about this and looking at whether or not FFL really makes sense, just go back to what FFL stands for and look across the table at your family and tell me which one puts your family in a better position financially. So now that we talked about the training, support, the leads, and the comp, let's talk about the carriers that are actually going to be paying you these comps. All A-rated carriers, 25, 30 or so different carriers for you to choose from. So you'll literally never walk out of a house because you didn't have a product for somebody. It's really up to us in the training and support to help you provide the value for that person that you're sitting across from, be it across the table, on the other end of the telephone, or in front of the computer screen. So you'll never not protect somebody because you didn't have the proper tools. So it's basically on us to provide you with the proper resources and training and support to make sure that you're in the right position to protect that family at all times. Now, these carriers is simplified issue business, which means that in 90%, 95% of the cases, there's no blood, no urine, no medical exam or anything like that. It's literally you submit the app today on Monday. It gets approved on Monday or Tuesday. That's in your bank account on Wednesday or Thursday. So you're getting paid 48 to 72 hours after that application gets approved. So you can literally make payday every day if that's what you want it to be, which literally makes this the best opportunity on the planet. As if that wasn't enough, you take virtual sales and telesales, because we went through COVID too. We just didn't shut down shop. We adjusted and continued to serve families because they needed to be served. So what it allowed us to do is kind of hone our skills and actually become the best on that side as well. So now what we're able to do is literally take anybody from any part of the country, be it somebody that's looking for an opportunity or somebody anywhere in the country that we want to protect, and be able to reach them and plug them into the FFL system. So we can provide an opportunity for anybody anywhere, as long as they have the internet or a phone line, or protect anybody anywhere as long as they have the ability to get mail or submit an inquiry online, and really just protect and serve on another level. So if you're looking for an opportunity or know anybody looking for an opportunity, reach out to the person whose link you clicked on or that told you about this webcast so that we can help you transition into the last transition of your life.